economy here than a Sejuani would, because Sejuani has a much more...
It's kind of interesting to see it just kind of plainly there down in the bottom side. So, looks like we're ready to jump into game number 1. Afrika up against Sandbox for the LCK Spring 2020 remote broadcast.
Exactly is going to go on. What's going to transpire? Darwin was obviously in close proximity.
Oh boy, here we go. Already Lonely is being bullied up here. They're going to land the Arctic Charge here. Is it going to be the flash? Yes, it will. First blood will go.
Is putting on a clinic. We might have a trade here.
Okay, yeah, getting in here, but Gorilla is going to be joining this one to make it a 3-on-2. They're trying to collapse onto Aatrox, but they need to be the ones that are running as Dread is going to turn around. But there we go. Pantheon now trying to come on in as they're really trying to force this fight. Pantheon going to get exhausted, and so really needs to run away. Puts his E up for the block. Has to flash.
On a moment's notice, as Punch, he's in close proximity, but there's a heavy trade going on. Punch a little bit preoccupied
he
with the golems.
Has to run away.
Evolution and set, and hold on, we might have a dive.
Punch just went back home, lonely. He's so lonely. He's all by himself. He's trying to go 1v3. But, you know, honestly, he's doing a really good job so far. But he is going to get stunned up. I think this is pretty inevitable. He tries to escape. Looks like he was able to get away from that one. The skirmish is all over the map. Double exhaust does come out, as you mentioned. Gorilla's going to eat the whole culling as the flash just barely not going to have the angle to finish him off. And now we have a big rotation coming in from Sandbox, Mystic, and Jelly. No flash and no way to get out of that one. Jelly is going to abandon the ship. Join the fight, but he's kind of being zoned by the Scuttle Crab, and now we got the Pantheon in a really awkward spot. He's just going to get dunked, and he's going to bait Keen in there as well, who immediately just superplexes into the backline just to die. So immediately 2 members of Afrika go down. The Dragon absolutely.
And when that happens, with all the resistances getting stacked up, I mean, we have a kill happening here in mid.
Yeah, he is going to burst down, but
it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah,
and this is a nightmare situation for Afrika. They'll do anything. And remember, this is what we talked about in regards to the Herald.
Go ahead, you can play-by-play this.
Go ahead. I mean, you're the WoW guy.
No,
you need to scream. Not. You're the play-by-play, Valdez. I need you to say Leroy Jenkins.
Actually, not
now look at everything that Keen is achieving by endlessly pushing in the side waves here. He manages to be super overextended. Gonna actually superplex items also completed for Lonely on the Aatrox, and you just look at the items on all the champions, and it favors Sandbox so much.
Keen going on in there, trying to burst down Punch. They nearly get him, and Dove is going to live with a flash away, but Punch will be the first casualty here. Dove zoned out, but it doesn't matter because down on the bottom side, Root is gonna pick up a double kill. Afrika heavily losing this fight up against Root. Keen not able to carry it by himself in the back line, trying to snipe down Dove, but stopwatch, a pretty good item for both of these guys, and that is going to be the big team fight win for Sandbox, as they should pick up this Mountain Soul.
Gets kept pushing side lanes. They never utilized the mid-game Grand Skyfall. They could never break the mid-tier 1 turret. They are now Leroying in mid lane.
Yeah, and it's not going to go very well. Not much to say about this one. Keen desperately trying, but it's too little, too late. They could have set up plays like this. Is going to be the kill score here, as they will dominate Afrika in game number 1. Nexus going to go down, as even without Summit, even with Keen winning the top lane, Soul plus Baron plus the massive lead. And yes, the most damage was Keen. Unfortunately, Fly did about 0 in this game. I feel like he did negative points in this one. Almost had less damage than the Sejuani, and the 2 of them had less damage than the Yumi.